There's this narrative amongst every other race about how black people, when we get money, first thing we do is go move to be around white people. Like, we don't want to live amongst our own people. And that narrative is false. So I really want to kill that narrative because I haven't seen anybody really give pushback on it. The reality is we move to where the good real estate is. Like, anybody who gets money, it's about the real estate, it's about the area. And given the history of our country, that just so happens to be predominantly housed by white people.
Right.
We all know, you could go from slavery where the government gave them land, gave them money, gave them houses, whether they ran the indigenous people out of those towns, took them over, the redlining. Like, you could just go down however you want to look at it, but racism and discrimination is the bottom line of why these nicer, affluent areas are predominantly white. Mm-hmm. It would make no difference if Bel Air was full of 99% affluent, wealthy black people. You think if we become billionaires now, we're not going to go down there anyway?
Right.
Nah, where the white people at? No, that's not the case. You guys just, y'all just live in these nice ass areas and everybody wants to live in the nicer areas. So the whole narrative about us chasing white people, that's 100% false. We all know in the hood, in the ghetto, you living by survival mode. And when you live by survival mode, you go more to your animalistic instincts where your moral compass changes depending on how you have to live life. Survival. I got to survive by any means. So I might do something that's morally wrong to majority of society, but it kept my lights on, so it was right to me. Mm-hmm. So if I had the same opportunities, well, I don't want to say opportunities. If I had the same means as you living in Bel Air or one of these affluent areas, you will see my moral compass start to change and adjust. So it's not about chasing white people. That's the last thing that we're trying to do. It's about the real estate, the areas.
Better school district, better healthcare system, better grocery stores, no food deserts. There's just in South Central alone, we have double the people in South Central than we do in West LA. And West LA has double the grocery stores.
Certain grocery stores I see in certain parts of LA, certain parts of Santa Monica don't even exist in Long Beach.
You won't see a Sprouts over there.
I said, damn, as a kid, I didn't even know what the fuck Aeron was. You know what I mean? We have food for less, nigga. Yeah. Food for less.
Tater rolls.
The fruit, everything is different, nigga. Like, it's fresh. You walk in the store, you smell it. You go in here, this shit rotten, big as hell. This shit blew up. Nigga, like, this fake ass food. You
Eat
like
this tonight.
Yeah, exactly. This is done tonight.
Cook this tonight.
You like, wow, that's crazy.
You like, what's the date, nigga? 2 hours right now.
That shit, wow, nigga. You like, damn, cuz I didn't like you just said, better everything. So that's the difference. So it's like you just said, it ain't no point of that, but bring a lot of this shit to where we at, and people probably wouldn't be trying to get up out of there. And on top of that, nobody really want to live like you at war every fucking day. That's just plain and simple.
And I think that that was systemically done, like you said, with the redlining. I just watched a movie called The Banker about a banker who moved to Los Angeles and actually opened up 2 banks and was able to give black people loans at a lower interest rate. Obviously, he ended up getting caught and going to jail because of that. But they were actually very instrumental in desegregation of housing and projects and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. I think systemically, we want to live around each other, and we try to at a point in time. But what they do is when they see a bunch of us moving in together, even it was doctors, lawyers, truck drivers, everybody, right? They'll take all the resources out of that neighborhood and then cut us off and kind of keep us boxed out by the police. That's really what they do. That's what they did with Compton. Same thing they did with them. Compton was a white neighborhood. Black people started moving in, and then what they do, took all the resources out, all the white people left. They took all the, companies and businesses, and then they wouldn't give the black people there, they wouldn't give them a chance to buy the block. And then so then what they do, what do we have to do? We have to turn to crime and other things, and then we say, okay, let's put a police force around your neighborhood and treat you like animals. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what they have done. Otherwise, we would for sure live with each other, because it's not like every black person you see is trying to kill somebody or commit a crime.
It's natural to want to level up in life, though. You know what I mean? But what's happening is now, just like you said, they moved out, but now they're seeing the value in the centrally located neighborhoods, right? So South Central, Compton is squared in by 4 freeways. You know what I mean? There's value there. It's an airport in Compton. There's value there, and now they're seeing the value in these homes, And guess what? They're now looking at the numbers and seeing that niggas ain't messing with white people. They fuck with each other. We're more safe in a black neighborhood than we are in a white neighborhood because we only attacking ourselves, but they're seeing the value. And so now that we're in the neighborhood, say we own a home that our grandma passed down to us, that she bought for $100,000. Now they trying to sell them things for $2 million.
Yeah.
And how you gonna tell somebody that's been struggling to make it that they can't take that $2 million and go buy a house for $600,000 or $700,000 in a better place when their houses in their bad neighborhood is costing $2 million?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? And they're doing it purposely. It's systematic. You know what I mean? Like let's give them this money, get them out, and take advantage of being able to get to Hollywood in 20 minutes, being able to get to downtown in 20 minutes, Santa Monica if there's no traffic 30 minutes. You have access to everything.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to move us out so that our workday is a 14-hour workday because you drive an hour and a half.
It's crazy because they took
you're not
all
around your kids now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's a break. Like if you look at it, like the layers and the surfaces beyond the first surface, it's a lot of shit happening, and it's affecting a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like they don't even mention, like you mentioned, the freeways, bro. They put them freeways through our neighborhoods where we were predominantly at systemically, and then you stay on this side of the freeway while the money, the resources, the power is on this side of the freeway. So all of that was done strategically. But let's be real. Most people want to stay around their own people. Doesn't matter, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, you want to be around what looks like you. But hey, if the nicer area where I'm not going to get shot, robbed, mugged, or whatever coming home from an honest day's work is up here around 99% of y'all, guess what? I'm going to go up here around 99% of y'all. Y'all got Whole Foods. Y'all got Sprouts. Nigga, we got Northgate. Like, come on. Like, what was you talking about?
That's
Keep it real.
Even on top of that, coming from impoverished areas, the ultimate goal, at least for myself, is to get rich, is to get, like you say, elevate and climb up out of that at some point. Now, down the line, if I got to be with all this shit that come with it, then it is what it is. I'm with all that to survive and still, but the ultimate goal is to get the money and elevate and put us all in a better space.
That's a fact. They even do, I don't know if y'all realize, but railroad tracks are also a big indicator of the good side compared to the bad side. I know in a lot of neighborhoods, it's
side of
like,
the tracks.
you know what I mean? East side and west side, this side's bad, this side is good, shit like that. I've realized that's a thing that they do too.